Hey, welcome to Margaret being Margaret. I have a couple of things on my plate. Figuratively. Wow, figuratively. There we go. Figuratively and literally. Whew. My new austerity budget, I'm going to make navy beans. I like them, but I make them in the Instapot. Oh, shoot, I forgot to see how long they have to cook. Hang on. Everything stops. Instapot. No. You don't cook them for that long. All right, it says 15 minutes. Let me just see if my Instapot things say 15 minutes. I like cooking things in the Instapot. Lentils, navy beans, 20 minutes. I did pre-soak them, and I don't normally, but they were looking at me last night, and I decided, what the heck, it's going to be done. So we'll drain the beans, put them in the pot. I only have a small Instapot. Actually, I'm going to rinse it once more, because that would be the right thing to do. This does not have to be so full of water, because it doesn't boil away like when you put them in the pots and put them in the oven overnight like years ago. Or like we probably still do sometimes. No recipe, although I do kind of know what I like to do. My kids never liked beans, so I don't know that I'll remember what I do. Salt pork. I know we can use bacon. I like salt pork. Whew. And I still put salt in. All right, so then the rest of this I'm going to cut up for 2 more servings. You know, that was only like $1.43. Isn't that neat? I don't even think I had to cut it. I think it's all in pieces. Huh. Good, I'll put another one in there. This goes in the freezer. Don't look. That's the oven telling me that the other thing I want to make is preheated. This is me being sidetracked. I'm also starving, and I want to have, it's almost lunchtime. I haven't had anything to eat, and I want to have an English muffin, which I keep in the freezer also. So while I was in there, it's like, okay, get that out so we can start defrosting. I do not like molasses. I like salt. Salt and more salt. We know that. Don't look if you can't handle it. Oh, my pepper's empty. Do I have any more? How that happened is beyond me, but that's okay. Oh, I do want that. I think I have a little more in this thing. Of course, it's probably 30 years old, but... Okay, pepper. Brown sugar. I don't know how much brown sugar I would put. I'm just going to put 1 heaping spoonful in. I'm going to put 1 more heaping spoonful in. All right. If that's not enough, I can put more. Right? Ketchup. Oh, to measure. And I'm going to put a little bit of mustard. Why not? Can't hurt. Dijon mustard. All right, salt, pepper, ketchup, brown sugar, Dijon mustard. That's it. Oh my, how hot is it? It's harder to put the cover on than put the ingredients together. This on, that on. And we're going to do 15 minutes. We're going to try the burner that's been acting up. It's not bad today. And I'll be in the kitchen to keep an eye on it. It's a lot of tea. Only tea that tastes good to me. 2 tea bags, full pot of tea. The other thing I wanted to do is make cabbage steaks. Really? I've had this sitting in the refrigerator for couple of days, so it's got to be done. And I've never tried it. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. 350 degrees, I did it. Cut the bottom off the steak and cut into 1-inch thick slices. This one says it's a flavorful snack. I don't see myself doing this as a snack. Brush with oil, salt, pepper, paprika, whatever you want. Flip them over and do the other side. Oh. Bake at 400. I saw prime rib rub. What do you think? Ooh. And I bought some fresh garlic powder. We want salt. This is exciting. This is ridiculous. I have to watch a video on how to cut it. Oh, look. Can you see it? That's what I was talking about. It's going cuckoo. So somebody that knows, tell me what that is. I gotta switch burners. That doesn't look healthy to me. What am I doing? Oh, I'm watching a video. Honest to God. Excuse me while I watch a video. I really should stop doubting myself. I watched the video. Where's my... This is silliness. Oh, there it is. Okay. I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know what I was doing. They did cut it just into steaks. 1-inch steaks. And I can't cut 1 inch. Okay, so we know this is going to be bad. Come on, 1 inch, folks. You know what 1 inch is. That's a 1/2 inch. That's not 3/4 of an inch. I'm watching where my thumb is. I know better. Wow, how hard is it? I probably should have used a longer knife, right? That went right through. Now, that was a smart idea. Next time. I'm going to kill myself. Ah, there we go. I'm going to do a little bit of this seasoning. Then it says to turn it over and do the other side. Other side. Do I want any more garlic salt, garlic powder? Oh, that was a lot. Holy mackerel. I went from not knowing if I wanted any to putting enough in to choke a horse. Well, I guess we'll find out if that's a mistake, won't we? Prime rib. If this comes out tasting like a prime rib rub, this would be phenomenal. This would be my new favorite thing in the world. Say 400 for 25 minutes. 25. We shall find out. So the beans are on. The cabbage steaks are in the oven. Life is good. We'll see. So it's a rainy day. This stuff had to be used up. Well, the cabbage had to be used up. The beans have been in reserve all summer. And I can put those in containers and freeze them so that I don't get sick of them. That's what I normally do. Make my English muffin after I clean up. My tea is ready. There's one of those little flies. No! Gosh darn it. Ready for lunch, breakfast, whatever. While I wait, I don't know about you, but when I'm cooking or waiting for 2 minutes, I can't do nothing. So I kind of race the toaster, see how much I can get put away before the English muffins pop. Place for everything. Oh, gosh, isn't that awesome? Now a day goes by where I don't thank my brother for that one. It's a constant reminder of there's a fly. Constant reminder of my brother. You have to check all of yours when you take them out of the dishwasher. That dishwasher is older, and I just am always afraid that there'll be something left on them. I was just thinking that I got an awful lot done before the English muffins popped. Didn't push it down. But I got an awful lot done. Hope the cabbage comes out good. That sounds interesting to me. Refrigerator. From when I put those papers in, still neat as can be. I love that. Still almost nothing in it either, huh? Perfect. Oh my. Slow it down, Margaret. Slow it down. English muffins, tea, the cabbage steaks, that sounds so funny to me, have another 14, 15 minutes to go, and I'll show you those. The beans, whenever they come up to pressure, and a fly flying around the camera. I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back in a bit. I just cut a little piece of that, hard as a rock, no taste. I'm not giving up on it. I'm just going to turn the oven up a little and put it in for another 10 minutes. I don't know what I did wrong. And the beans still have the steam coming out. Let me put these back in the oven, and then I'll show you the beans. It's slowing down. With an Instapot, you have to wait until it stops steaming before you try to open it. There we go. Ooh. Oh, hot as a rock. I'm not doing well today. They taste good. But we're nowhere near done. Come on. I wonder why that is. I'm going to pressure cook them for another 10. We might have mush. We'll see. Okay. It's been another 10 minutes for the cabbage steaks. They're still very, very hard. Now, I must not like cabbage when it's crisp. I'm used to it boiled. This is pretty fibrous. It doesn't taste bad. I'm going to turn it down to 300 so it won't burn. Going to brush it with a little more oil. 20 minutes. The beans are also done with round 2. I do not know what I'm doing wrong today. I'm putting one for another 10. I have never had to do this before. Well. Luckily, I have nothing better to do today. I'm going to see this through. We're going to get some meals out of this. The beans, absolutely. I just don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know. Normally, I just put them in and they're done. So, I'm doing something wrong. And the cabbage, if this doesn't work, I'm going to boil it. Because I'm not wasting a cabbage. It was like $6 or $7. Not wasting it. Around 2,652. I just took the cabbage out. It was starting to get tender, and I almost gave up. In fact, I put a pot of water on the stove. I was going to just throw the whole thing in and boil it. But when I tasted it, there was starting to be some hope. So I just put it in for another half an hour. I am going to cook this. There won't be a nutrient left in that cabbage. And we're going to check the beans. What I'm assuming is it's going to have too much liquid in them. I probably got carried away. So I'll let them simmer in the pot if they've started to get not quite so hard. Normally an Instant Pot is instant, and I really enjoy cooking with it. Sometimes the universe is on your side. Sometimes the universe wants you to take a day off. It was a day where I was just going to piss pot around, so probably a good thing. Well, they smell like beans. Too much salt pork. Holy mackerel. Wow, is that salty. All right, let's take the salt pork out, and then we'll cook it down. You never hear me say things are too salty. Wow. I think it's too late for this, but... All right, so my motto with salt of more is better might just have been put to the test for the very first time in my life. You know what I did put in here? Onion. Son of a gun. Oh, Lord. All right, so how do I do this now? Do I just add it to it and hope it gets soft? I think that's what I'm going to do. Who was supposed to be watching me? Whose turn was it? Gosh darn it. This is not okay. A day of figuring things out. Not very well. How many times did I check this today before I realized that there was no onion in it? About 10? Yes, I exaggerate. Well, if any of you can't tell, this is the day where I got up this morning and stepped in my cat vomit. Had to change my clothes because, yeah, personal reasons. That should have been my first clue that today was not the day to do this stuff. Do you have those days? You just roll with it. There's nothing I can do about it. We'll check in later with the next chapter of this ongoing saga of feeding Margaret. I love this. I think today I should be the poster child for perseverance. I finally took the cabbage out, got mad at it, and just chopped it all up. It's delicious now. It cooked for another half an hour, but I'm going to enjoy this. It's soft enough for me to eat. Win. Can you believe it? That's a win. And beans. I had them cooking. I'm just going to let them sit. Cook down a little longer. That's a win too. All right, who would have thought it, right? This has been a disaster all day. That's a win for me. Doesn't look like much, but that's delicious. This is also a win. The beans are going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead, because this 2 minutes of things going right is obviously not going to last. I'm going to pack up the cabbage. I'll eat it for dinner. I'm going to let the beans rest and soak up some more of the liquid. And I'm going to go read a book. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. I hope your cooking adventures are not as adventurous as mine. Can only go uphill from here. All right, everybody have a wonderful day. I'm done.